Working on the Himalayan today. Yesterday it'd been on charge for days and days on the NOCO trickle charger, but it only started once and then it wouldn't start after that. I could hear the solenoids clicking and the starter motor clicking, so I suspect a flat battery. What I'm going to do is take this side panel off, disconnect the battery up here and try and get the battery out and replace it with another. Bonus tip, you don't need to take that bottom right screw out. You just need to take those three and then this will just pop off. The bottom one just holds the plate on the bottom. I must admit it doesn't look very accessible, so we're going to have to take some of these parts off out of the way, move some things off the top there, try and get the best access we can to slide that battery out. I've moved some wiring out the way. These fuses and relays, they're on little rubber mounts. I just pulled them off, pulled those out the way and disconnected the battery from the top there, from the two terminals. So I'll remove this plate, this cover here, and see if I can get the battery to slide out. I've taken this bolt out, moved some more wiring out the way. The tricky bit seems to be the hook on the back of this plate. There's not enough gap to pull the battery out of there. This plate needs to come off, and it's just trying to get the hook off the back of this so I can get that plate out and then withdraw the battery. I did get the plate removed. The issue is that cable at the back there was fouling on the bracket, so I needed to wedge something in there to get that cable loom out of the way so that there was enough wiggle room to get the plate off. Now we should see if this battery just slides out of there. So it did come out. It took some wiggle in just to get past this piece of frame here. Just make sure that you've got the height underneath there by removing the cables out of the way. But that is the battery off. As you can see, it's the original Pro Rider, so I'm going to change that now for a new one. Just back from picking up the new battery, I went for a Yuasa. I actually went for the larger one. The recommendation was the 9, but I've gone for the 10.5 amp hour with the 175 amp cold cranking amps, so it should actually perform a bit better than the original, and I double checked. They are exactly the same dimensions, so we shouldn't have any issues putting this in the bike. Carrying out a quick voltage check on this battery. This is the one that came off the bike, which was actually on charge for a long time, and we can see it's fluctuating around about 12 volts, which is a bit low for a fully charged battery, whereas the new one is at 12.7 and stable. So we'll get this one on the bike and hopefully it'll turn it over much quicker and fire it up. The battery slid into place fine. Just have to make sure that those terminals on the top are out the way so it can go flush and get in properly, and then it's going to be the reverse of the removal and try and get this bracket back in place before we put everything back together. Getting that bracket on was actually much easier than getting it off. It actually went in not too bad. So I'm just going to tighten everything up, put it all back together, see how we get on. That's it all back together now. Try to get it back to the same place all the wires were before. It's still a tight fit, but that's everything back in and all the wires reconnected. So we'll give it a try, see if it now turns over. Perfect. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope it's been of some use. If you like this content or want to see more, then please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll get some more videos up soon and go on some adventures on the Himalayan. Thank you. Bye bye.